This week on Part-Time Hippies, from the Duplin Winery to Oak Island, North Carolina, we find a fun way to celebrate our anniversary.
Happy anniversary! I'm Denise.
And I'm Paul.
And we're
Part-Time Hippies.
We're here at Oak Island, North Carolina, just for a simple overnight trip to the beach. But let me tell you, good food, fresh air, it's been worth it. Paul, what do you think?
I loved the coconut shrimp last night and going to the Oak Island Lighthouse.
And what was the name of that restaurant we were at?
Koko Cabana.
Koko Cabana at Oak Island. We stayed at the Anchor Inn Motel. A nostalgic kickback made me think of Route 66, but this is nowhere near Route 66. But it was a nice little, less expensive hotel, but very clean, very nice. So let's show them what we did in just a short amount of time.
Okay.
So we have had a great 24 hours. We've been celebrating a special time in our lives. And we're also celebrating it right when it has turned high season for motel and campgrounds. And so I should be thinking about what a great time we had, and I want to show you some of the things that we did, but I also am questioning whether we did this the best way. So I think as things turned out, it probably turned out right this year. The question is, if you go someplace, and we have an RV, is it wise to camp just for one night? Or maybe just for 2 nights? Is it worth all that effort? So Paul, you were the one that kind of wanted to stay in a motel as opposed to camping. Can you tell us why that was?
Well, I think one big reason this year is because of the higher gas prices.
Yeah.
And just pulling a camper someplace for one night, you have to connect, disconnect. You got to go through a big process for just one night. Now, if it's multiple nights, then you have the advantage of you can have some more downtime during the next couple days and go do things. But it seems like when you're just doing it for one night, you're connecting, disconnecting, driving home. You're on the road all the time. Either that or working, setting up, or taking down your camper.
And so you just didn't want to go through all of that for just one night.
Right. I wanted to spend our time a little bit more wisely going to the beach and going to the restaurant that we wanted to, do a little shopping, that type of thing.
I have to admit, we had a pretty good time. And we didn't stay at the Taj Mahal. We stayed at a nostalgic motel. It's called Anchor Inn Motel, and we'll show you what that looks like. And really, it was, compared to other places along the beach, it was more affordable. But what happened next kind of really surprised us. So we were really enjoying ourselves, and we were thinking we wanted to stay another night, right?
Correct.
And so I looked into the price for the next night, and evidently the prices kicked in for the high season the next night. And Anchor Inn Motel, you are welcome to refute me. Please do. But I noticed that the price went up over $100 for that night.
And plus it was going to be a Friday night versus a Monday through Thursday night, right?
That's true. Yes, in their defense, that is true. But in our defense, and I didn't call the management or anything, there is no management on site. This is kind of an Airbnb hotel or motel. You get to, have a code and get into your room that way. So it's kind of innovative. I think it's a great way to save these old motels, and so I'm all for it.
And it was only a few blocks walk to the beach, so you still had good beach access.
Yeah.
Which is something that I like with the RV, is I like to go to RV resorts that are actually right on the beach, so that our dog Blueberry and I can do sunrise walks. And so it was still a short walk to the beach from where our motel was.
And I have to say, it's dog friendly. And that was a big plus for us, because a lot of these other places were like rentals, and man, they were expensive with all these extra fees and that sort of thing stacked on top of it. So, hey, I am not complaining.
And it was also right next to a Dairy Queen and another ice cream shop and various shops. We could walk to a grocery store or a restaurant if we wanted to. So it was a really nice, convenient location.
And this was in Oak Island, North Carolina. And I have to say this to my doctor, if you're watching, I did not go to the ice cream shop. You would be very proud of me. There is a campground that was pretty close to the motel, and it is called Oak Island Campground. We have not been there, but it was kind of pricey for a campground, but much less expensive than the motel. So I think for you viewers, your interest, we're going to start with what we did and give you information in case you're interested in coming to that part of the state. And we're going to throw out some numbers, and then down in the comments, we would love it if you would weigh in, especially if you've owned a camper. We've had ours for about, 4 years now? And I think sometimes people question the purchase. And I've been watching retirement videos that say, get rid of your RV, don't get an RV. I have found that it has made it more affordable for us to travel.
Also, a big perk for us is the RV lifestyle is very dog friendly, and we have a little
Huge.
dog. Mm-hmm. And this area of the beach in North Carolina is one of the dog friendly beach areas.
And that's why we chose Oak Island, because it is dog friendly. And that was a big deal for us. And it was really not that crowded, considering that we were hitting high season. So let's find out what we did on our journey.
Woo!
I'm here at the Anchor Inn, and we just had a nice overnight stay. Now, this reminds me of a motel off of Route 66, except it's got a few modern updates, as you'll see in the room where we stayed at. But we're only staying one night. We were staying on a Thursday night, and come Friday, I really hope that the parking lot fills up because we are the only one here. Checkout is at 10 a.m. It is about 10:15, and it is totally empty here. So I wish the owners best of luck and blessings on your business. And I hope that it warrants the price for tomorrow night, because that's the reason we did not stay. So what I would recommend this hotel for, or motel, is to come here in the off season. And I have a feeling that this would have great winter rates, and it's nice and clean. I really trust it. It really is a pinch of nostalgia. And so thumbs up, except for tomorrow's price. But otherwise, thumbs up for this motel.
So let's look at some numbers. The cost of the motel was $183, but including gas, we rounded up to $227 for just one night, which actually is competitive for the area. But what if we add another night? For just 2 nights, the cost is $484, not including gas. And look at this. An empty parking lot as we pull out. So I'm not sure how the motel is going to make it with all these empty spots. I'm hoping that they will fill up for the weekend. But what if we had camped at the closest campground, which is Oak Island Campground? This is from their website. Let's look at the cost. If we had camped there, the total including pulling it there with the truck would be $217. That's including gas. So if we had 2 nights in a motel, it would have cost $528 including gas, but only $305 if we had pulled the RV there. That's a savings of $223. But what if we really did only stay for one night? Well, the cost difference, including gas, would be $9.43. And for $9.43, I think we made the right decision to stay at the Anchor Inn. We had a great trip. Yes, we traded flexibility to save a little bit of time and money, and maybe we would do it differently. We've learned that we can really save money by only staying one night, but in the future, if we want flexibility, we might want to go ahead and load up the RV. But for now, we had a great time and recommend seeing Oak Island, uncrowded and beautiful.